Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we'll see how to make a very rich, sweet butterscotch sauce. My sauce is very silky smooth with just three ingredients. What is the difference between butterscotch sauce and the caramel sauce? Many will have this doubt in your mind. We'll see that. Before that, let me first say hi to everyone. Welcome back to the channel. You're visiting here first time, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and find the video useful, do share. Any questions, write it to us in the comments section, would love to answer. Yes, today the recipe is a simple homemade butterscotch sauce. Before that, let's dry roast some almonds because I'm also going to show how to make the crunchy praline which will be using in ice creams or even to decorate your butterscotch cake. We'll also see that. For that you need to dry roast almonds till it gives a nice aroma. Maybe a cup of almonds, how much ever you want. The quantity depends on how much the praline you want. I'm just using it for one cake, so I'm using 1 cup. Then in the same pan 1 cup of sugar goes in. Once you add in the sugar, do not disturb it, just leave it. It needs to start melting on its own. Once it starts melting, then we may use the spatula. Till then, let's not touch that. Then you can move on with your other work. It's going to take some time, but do it in a very low flame. High flame will burn it. You can see now it started melting. It's slightly getting brown, caramelized. So the difference between the butterscotch sauce and the caramel sauce is that typically brown sugar is used in your butterscotch sauce, which is already caramelized, which will give more flavor to your butterscotch sauce. But here I am using just the white sugar. You can call it as caramel sauce or butterscotch. Just the difference is, if you ask me, that is the brown sugar is used in butterscotch, which will give more flavor. That's it. Now a dollop of butter goes in for a cup of sugar. Give it a good stir. It needs to melt. Then I'm adding homemade cream. You can use Amul fresh cream, which will work very well for this sauce. Homemade cream, nothing wrong, but just that it just gives you some sort of a layer on top, which we need to strain it. Just one extra work. That's it. Now it's nicely melted. You can see now. I'm adding a cup of to this fresh cream, which is a homemade cream, nothing the regular milk that I boil. I take the top layer and I will store it in a airtight container in a deep freezer, which is what I'm going to use. You can use the readily available Amul fresh cream. This you can see here. A cup of it goes in. If you want your caramel sauce or the butterscotch sauce to be thinner, you can use milk instead of cream. Once you add in the cream, stir well, and not too much time, hardly 5 to 6 minutes. It will turn silky and smooth. If you find any layers which you see on top, you can just strain it using a strainer and take a nice smooth sauce and leave the milk solids. I'm as well adding some milk to dilute this. I find it little thicker because once the sauce cools down, it will thick even more. So just ensure that it is in a consistency that it is not too thick, neither not too thin unless you wanted it to be thin. Now I have strained it. You can see how silky smooth and the flavor is just amazing. Butterscotch sauce homemade is ready now. Now we'll see how to make praline, that is the crunchy ones that we use in the cake and ice creams. The almonds, you can using a mortar pestle, or even you can put it in a ziploc like this and just break it into crunches, small little pieces. mixer, it might turn the badams into powder. So we'll just use this mortar pestle to break this into small little pieces. So do that. Once it is done, we can use the same kadai, that the one which we have used for caramel sauce. Now this is done. The same pan, I'm adding again a cup of sugar, and then again a butter goes in. For 1 cup of sugar, you can add 80 grams of butter. See, the measurement you can alter as per your need of, like I said, butter. If you don't want to use too much, you can reduce. Definitely the taste would not change. And then the bites of the almonds goes in, small little chunks. We are going to mix it along with the sugar, caramelized sugar and the butter. Stir it till you get that chicky kind of a consistency where when we make chicky. And then ensure before that you have a place with a foil cap which is greased with butter or ghee or oil. And then when it is warm, this goes in on top. We need to work fastly out here, otherwise this may turn a little hard. We need to now, using the roti maker, we need to just shape it, roll it on top so that you get a thin rectangle shaped bar, which we are going to break it, and again using the mortar pestle, put it in a Ziploc container, and we are going to break it into small little pieces, which is what praline is, which will be using it in either cake. You can decorate your butterscotch cake, or even you can use it as a topping on your butterscotch ice cream, or you can just serve it with the fresh fruits with a topping of butterscotch sauce and then the sprinkle on top. Kids would love it. So you can see now it's nicely flattened, and I'm just going to cover this and leave it for 1 to 2 hours so that it completely cool down. You can see now it's nicely cooled down, and I'm going to you can take the bigger pieces if you want to top your butterscotch cake. Also, if you don't want, then you can take all that and put it in a Ziploc and just break it into small little chunks. You need to leave it for more time. I think I'm taking it a little sooner, so it is not very hard. But if you leave it for more time, it will turn very hard. But nevertheless, it doesn't matter. You will still get the crunchiness from this almond sugary bar. Don't use mixer jar to crush this. It will turn little fine powder. If you're okay with it, go ahead, but I prefer this way, little larger chunks when I bite into the cake, or even when I use it for the ice cream. So I'm using this Ziploc method. Just put it inside and using the mortar pestle again and just gently smashing it. And this, you can keep it in an airtight container. It stays very good for 4 weeks easily. But refrigerate, because not sure of the which part that you are in, depending upon the humidity, it may turn bad. Better to refrigerate after some time. Now it is ready. The praline crunchy bites, which can be used on the butterscotch cake as a topping. Easily recipes we have seen using very minimal ingredients: butterscotch sauce, homemade, and Praline homemade crunchy bites, which can be used to decorate your butterscotch cake. I'll be sharing soon how to use this in a butterscotch cake soon. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for tuning into Latu's Kitchen.